Hi, my name's Hunter Wesson, and this is Devotionables, brief devotions for busy people. Today, our Bible reading brings us to Psalm 104. So, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever had these wondering questions of, how did the world come into be the way it is? Or how does the world work in that we breathe air in our lungs and we are able to live our lives? Or just any of these questions that you might be having, and how did all of this come into play? Well, all these questions have one answer, and it all goes back to our Creator and our Designer. And that's what Psalm 104 kind of leads us into today. Psalm 104 declares God being the maker and creator of all things. Psalm 104 is a beautiful psalm in which it tells us that God is the one who has laid the foundation of the world, and He has laid everything to be the way it is. Verse 5 is a beautiful verse in that it says, He set the earth on its foundation so that it should never be moved. You covered it with the deep as with a garment, as the water stood above the mountains. At your rebuke they fled, and at the sound of your thunder they took to flight. These verses just help us to see that God is not just a high and mighty God that sits on His throne and sits passively as we live our lives on earth, but He is a God who cares about us, and He is a God who made us and who loves us. His word tells us that He has laid the foundation of the world, but He's also active in our lives. He's not just a God who is passive in our lives. He's active in our lives, and He cares what we have to say. He's not just a mighty creator. He's a loving creator. And so we have a very unique and special God in that He loves us, and He has given us this world that we might share the love of God with others. His creation is beautiful. If you go out in today and you just see the trees, if you see the sunrise, or if you see the birds chirping, or you see a friend who you know and care deeply about, you can thank God for all of these things, but because He has the one who has made all of them. He chose before the foundation of the world to make them and to make you. You are someone who He has chosen before you were ever even a thought, and He has loved you to bring you to where you are today. So just be reminded today that even though that you might be confused or have questions about the world that we live in today, God is a designer, and He has made you the way that He has made you. And He has made you with a purpose that we can to love one another as Christ has loved us. So go today in the grace and goodness of the Lord.